program. It was not a misprint. We changed, I use this term again, I don't know why it happened. We changed gears this week. We were going to start with the piece we're about to play now, and I didn't get to talk to you guys, and I always talk after the first piece. That was not the kid from Setauket, that was the kid from Red Bank by Count Basie's band, being played by the wonderful Bianca Chu on piano. Featured the rhythm section. I'll introduce you to everybody in a little bit. We're going to continue this part with a piece called Things Ain't What They Used to Be. And we're going to start with this. Like everything these guys do sounds like either an opener or a closer. They're all really, really effective if you ask me. That's what's great. I might as well take a second. That's what I do. I talk a lot, so sorry about that. I have the greatest teaching job on Long Island, at least possibly New York, and because I get these guys every single day as a class, which is, we can become close and we can work on just measures 27 through 38 to tomorrow and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons they sound the way they do. While I'm on the subject, I couldn't do any of it without our music director, Ms. Ashley Ochner. I think that's her silhouette I see in the John Holoney allows us to do everything we want to do, et cetera, so thanks to him. And I would be remiss if I didn't. First off, my friend Vinny Tunkel put together the programs this year for, I think, the second year in a row, which is very cool. You're about to be able to tell how much I like this guy that I'm about to announce, because he's not even here. He couldn't be here. He had a family obligation. But I feel quite comfortable in front of this group, waving my arms and telling them to play louder and softer and hopefully inspiring them a little bit. But the reason that 95% of the students on stage play the way they do is because of my friend Dan Hayes. So, fantastic when it comes to their technique and their musicality, et cetera, et cetera. So we couldn't do this without him, so I just wanted to make sure. And while I'm on it, I'm almost done, I promise. We sound good because of Dan and all of us, and they're working so hard. And we look good tonight because of a young lady named Josie Padovan, who is... And because we're in the middle of play season and stuff like that, I got a ton of help from my friend James Walker and his entire crew of custodial staff here. So just one more time for them. This is Things Ain't What They Used to Be by Mercer Ellington. You'll hear from soloists. I will announce them as we go. I got to tell you that. Sure. I'm going to speak again for a minute. I hope you don't mind in between a couple things. I have some things to say. First off, I can feel myself yelling at you. Oh, I was Maria Gavrov. I guarantee you didn't hear any of what I said. So I'm going to announce the soloist on that one. Partially because I deserve it, partially because I'm pretty sure you did not hear what I was raving about in between. Forgive me if I refer to my notes. The first soloist you heard, Ben Friedenberg on alto saxophone. Daniel, why not play guitar? That was the first part of the song. Then things changed. They came down a little bit, and you heard from two extraordinary musicians, both on clarinet. This was a piece made famous by Woody Herman, who's a clarinet player. And we have some alumni here who are clarinet players, I'm sure. On those extraordinary solos was Isabelle Chen and Maria Gavrov. That energy when I was, it makes me say, I wish I was done. Okay, we're going to play a piece now. I'm going to talk again just for a moment. I've always, because I